Hello and welcome to Same But Different, the movie talk show where we talk about movies.
I love movies.
I am back. I was sick. And Victoria kindly filled in and did a wonderful job. Now we're back to it. We are going to review Alien Romulus. It just came out. We're big horror buffs and we wanted to do this one, so we did it.
Yes, I've been looking forward to this movie for a while.
Let's go for it. Derek, why don't you tell us what you thought of Alien Romulus?
So the next movie in the Alien franchise, and not a sequel, and the final movie in the prequel trilogy that was supposed to be a trilogy.
It's not confusing. Shut up.
Horror franchises have gotten to a point where you can just throw in, I mean, all franchises are like this. You just throw in a movie in between any of the movies and you have a movie. or you can choose to go on a different timeline like Halloween did.
That's true too.
This one nicely snuggles its way in between Alien and Aliens, and it's very apparent in that movie that that's where it belongs. Right off the hop, this is the opening sequence, so no spoilers here, but the opening sequence is them getting the alien from space that was from the first movie that she kicked out of the spaceship at the end. So they retrieve that alien and bring it into the space station to run tests on it, I guess. So yes, direct sequel to Alien. Not only that, but it kept the vibe of Alien, which I loved. I was very weary because the last two Alien movies we got, Prometheus and Covenant, and then even prior to that, like Alien versus Predator Requiem or some shit, they've focused more on, well, Requiem more than anything, but action. And then Prometheus and Covenant was more philosophical stuff. I loved this movie. Let me get that out of the way. I really, really, really enjoyed this film. Fede Alvarez, who did the 2013 reboot of Evil Dead, I knew it was in good hands because that movie's incredible. This guy knows horror and he knows how to scare you. And also he's quoted by saying, if it can be done practical, we will do it practical. They are little tiny animatronics running around and a big, huge animatronic coming at you. And the ending is actually real as well.
Real fuck.
Yeah. That's when like the creepy crawly under your skin horror came. And I was like, oh my God. Just like Fede Alvarez, to kind of just throw something at the end that pushes the envelope, not necessarily jumping the shark because it belongs in the world for sure, but just like is totally different from the rest of the movie and fucks with you.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was like we got a whole nother, it's like we got a sneak peek at what the next movie would be like, you know? Kaylee Spaney, a great addition to the female-led horror crew, and filled Ripley's boots really well, in my opinion. I think she was a great little actor. I liked her and her relationship with Andy, her android brother, and this approach they took to this kind of android, how it's like it was tossed aside way back when and kind of malfunctioning, and is an allegory / metaphor for neurodivergent people, I think, a little bit. His whole arc and his acting was incredible. His character was so good.
And they did a really good job.
Yeah. The other ones were kind of just fodder, more or less. I mean, there was one character, Isabella Merced. Dora, yeah. The whole time I kept thinking, oh man, Dora's fucked.
But it's crazy to see her range.
Yeah.
Like in something like this off of being Dora.
And she's going to be Hawk Girl in James Gunn's universe. And she served a story purpose for sure. But I just feel like all the other characters in this were just kind of like there to be disposed of or used in some way. They gave them a little bit of dimension for sure, but nothing that was consequential. The chest bursting scene was horrifying. Although I expected a little bit more. And that's in the trailer, like they teased that, right? You know what? That's something, I know I said I just wanted more gore, but that's something I appreciate about this movie. It wasn't overly gory. It was violent and bloody in some parts, but knowing Fede Alvarez and knowing Evil Dead, I was expecting like over the top like gore fest, but I don't know.
Yeah.
He definitely took the less is more approach here, and it worked as far as horror goes. I liked the story. These kids were trying to get off this planet because the planet was screwing them with the life that was given them. Pretty much, you know, Earth now. The one thing is pet peeve, but it's when she was talking to another android and she gets pissed at him through a monitor and she shoots the monitor. After
stupid, right?
Just being told, try not to fire this weapon because, you know, you might blow a hole in the hull and suck us out into space. And then just because she's mad at him, through a monitor, she shoots the monitor. That was so stupid.
I too thought that was dumb, and there was no reason for it. Like, it's not like she did shoot a hole that the plot needed or something like that. There was no reason for her doing that. It was stupid.
No, it didn't even break the computer monitor. He kept talking. So that was real dumb. The anti-gravity scene, won't talk too much about it. That was incredible. That was like nerve-wrackingly incredible. It was filmed chronologically, which I found out. That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
More films should be filmed chronologically because I just feel like a better product comes out at the end when you do that. Its own little contained story. You don't necessarily have to have seen previous movies or any movies that came afterwards. It can live on its own.
It can. I think Alien. I think the first one is the only one that I would argue you should see. You're right that you don't have to, but you should.
I really like this movie. I can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray. I can't wait to watch it again. I can't wait to recommend it to everybody who hasn't seen it. 9 out of 10 for me.
Whoa. 9 out of 10 for an Alien movie is crazy. That's cool.
It spooked me. I think there was one jump scare that got me, but other than that, it was like atmosphere and like getting under my skin. I'm like, oh damn, where is the alien?
4 out of 10. No, I'm just kidding. I like this movie a lot. We're giving ratings right off the bat. 8 out of 10.
Oh damn. Okay, cool.
8 out of 10, and my third favorite of the 6 Alien movies that I've seen. Fede Alvarez, he did it again. He did what he's done before, and he made a beautiful homage to an already beloved franchise, and he nailed it. Mm-hmm. Not only is it an homage, like The Evil Dead isn't a sequel or it's more of a remake. This one was actually part of the franchise, but I don't think it's a perfect movie like he perfected The Evil Dead, but it's so damn good with so much respect for the source material and worth just praising that man for doing so good with this. I think so much about it was excellent. I think the score was excellent, as it should be. It had the beautiful, almost out of place score that Alien had as well. Weirdly, it didn't fit, so it did. I don't know, it's awkward. It's
like
weird.
It's like old black and white space travel movies, like you're exploring like Star Trek almost too.
The acting across the board was great. I don't think anybody was a weak link, which is fantastic, but special shout out to Andy. I think he was absolutely incredible. I don't know the actor's name.
David Johnson.
When he got that chip and like his personality sort of changed too, I'm like, this guy's incredible. The cinematography was so well done for such like a confined sort of movie. It was beautiful. The coolest part about the cinematography is like specifically in the action scenes. Like anytime the facehuggers were chasing them was my favorite part. This movie was so much fun to watch. The facehuggers chasing them and like running down hallways and them sliding and it was so fun. And then yes, the 0G part with the acid and stuff was wicked.
So cool.
And just beautifully shot. Oh, the plot. You're correct in saying it had good roots. Like what their mission was good. At the end of the day, though, this is an Alien movie. Like they go somewhere they shouldn't, bad things happen, and they continue to make kind of bad decisions.
Yeah.
But that's what it should be. That's not even a gripe. I'm just saying the plot was nothing special, but don't expect that. Like Prometheus, I would argue the plot is special. I do have flaws, but clearly I gave the movie an 8, so they're not that strong. The use of CGI in a very specific,
Yeah, the uncanny valley.
They had to do CGI with his character, and it was really cool. Really cool that they decided to do this. There was a large portion after you initially saw this person where it was always through screens, and that was fine. I almost wish the cameo, or whatever you want to call it, was always through screens, because it didn't look bad. But the little bits you got where it was like face to face, it looked bad.
Yeah, the exposition dump, which is unfortunate because you get a lot of FaceTime.
And there's a reason it looked bad, and when you see the movie, you'll know why.
I don't understand why they chose to rely so heavily on the CGI, because you can notice that there are some parts where they built a puppet. They built an animatronic version of this person. But then, for the dialogue heavy scenes, obviously, right? Easily could have been fixed if they didn't shine a bright fucking light in his face the whole time. If they just hit his face in shadow,
or just over the shoulder from him when he's like, we didn't need to see him, and on the screens was enough, because that's still, holy shit, it's him. My number 2, and I'm actually surprised this wasn't an issue with you. You specifically said it wasn't an issue with you.
Oh.
This is a Derek gripe. I wish it was R-rated.
Oh.
I think they did a really good job with 14A and the limitations, and they pushed the envelope as much as they could with 14A, which was cool. It didn't have that one scene that every Alien movie has that just like really got under my skin. I don't know. It was just shy in the body horror part of Alien, which is, there's usually one. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was a scary movie, but yeah, for me, none of the jump scares got me, but that's just because I'm pretty numb to jump scares, I guess, at this point.
So stoic of you.
And third gripe, and this one is harder to explain. You touched on this, and I don't really know how to explain this properly. There was really good character development. I cared a lot about her and Andy specifically. And they gave you just enough character development with everybody else, but not enough because you know that they're fodder. So like you got little touches of it, but it's pointless. I don't know. Little hints of, oh, you should care about this character because of this, when in reality you don't have to and you shouldn't care about that character.
Would you rather have it one way or the other, where like you don't care about anybody and they're fodder, or should the movie had given you a little bit more for each character so you actually cared about them?
Either of those, either, or just a lot more for one, so you cared at least about one. There wasn't even a redemption arc for the one that was kind of a dickhead.
There should have been, and it should have been involving Andy.
100%.
Yeah.
I loved the movie, though. I really did. It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was just a really fun time. Every scene is memorable. Every scene I'm excited to rewatch, but the facehuggers took it for me.
Yeah, so many facehuggers.
It was a cool movie. Have you seen it? People watching?
Hey.
Do you like the Alien franchise? I really liked this movie. Derek really liked this movie, and I'm excited to see what they do next. I know there's an Alien TV show coming out. Let us know what you thought. Rank the Alien movies if you want. Tell us what you thought of Romulus. And we are going to be back next week, and we are going to review Inside Out 2. Drastically different from Alien Romulus. Thank you all so much for watching. Go down below. Give us your love. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff, please. We're loving this. We're going to keep doing this. Whether you like, comment, and subscribe or not, but do it anyway.
Yeah, do that anyway.
Do that, and also keep watching movies. Love you very much. Bye-bye.
I love movies.